Hey, folks. Today, we're going to talk about Marcus Aurelius, who is one of the most famous Stoic philosophers of all time. This guy was a Roman emperor from around 161 to 180 AD, and he was the last one from the crew known as the Five Good Emperors. Imagine this: he had immense power at his fingertips, access to all the temptations in the world. But guess what he did? He decided to dedicate his life to justice and morality. During his time ruling the Roman Empire, Aurelius even managed to find some time to write his personal reflections, which we now call meditations. This book is like a guide on how to be a better person. He focused on looking at things from a broader perspective and critically analyzing his own actions and those of others. As the leader of an empire that went through several wars, Aurelius used his Stoic philosophy to keep from freaking out due to stress and worries. He wanted to be the best leader possible. Now, Stoicism isn't just a bunch of boring theories. It's an incredible way to approach life and the world around us. The Stoics believed that doing what is right is the secret to personal happiness. And to do what's right, you need sound judgment and clear thinking. So today, we're going to discuss 5 lessons inspired by Marcus Aurelius's ideas that will help you think more clearly. Before we continue, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. It helps us a lot and encourages us to make more videos. Lesson 1: Train your perception. Marcus Aurelius used to say, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed." If you don't think something harmed you, you won't feel harmed. One of the most significant insights of Stoicism is taking control of your perception. We have a habit of judging everything all the time: events, experiences, people. We label them as good, bad, boring, fun, beautiful, ugly, and so on. But you know what? This gets exhausting, and it can make our lives worse. For example, if you judge every interaction you have on a bad day as awful, your day becomes even worse. If you label a party as boring, it becomes the most boring thing of your week. We often let our initial judgments be influenced by our emotions, which aren't always rational. Plus, we tend to use metaphors and exaggerations that make things seem worse than they are. For instance, if someone breaks up with you, you might say they broke your heart, instead of acknowledging that they just don't feel the same way about you anymore. It's not the actual event that makes you feel bad, but how you unconsciously choose to think about it. On the other hand, the Stoics encourage us to be careful in judging everything we come across, including our actions. One way to do that is to undo our judgments, which means looking beyond them. Try to reframe things in your mind in a more optimistic and reasonable way. For example, see that boring party as an opportunity to explore a new place and meet new people. Try not to judge people right away either. When you find yourself having a strong opinion about something, ask yourself if it's rational. In a nutshell, to calm your mind, it's a good idea to take a look at things without that initial judgment and try to see the world in a simpler and clearer way. Remember, every situation has a more positive and a more negative interpretation. When you adjust your mindset, you'll find that nothing bothers you as much as it used to, and you'll navigate life much more smoothly. Lesson 2: Master your emotions. Here, Marcus Aurelius tells us to stop letting our emotions control us. Acting solely on emotions without proper thinking isn't the best approach. And controlling emotions isn't the same as suppressing them. If you're angry because of a betrayal, denying that you're angry won't help because the anger is there. But controlling emotions, especially anger, means redirecting them. When you're angry about a betrayal, think about what you can do with that anger. Yelling at the person won't solve anything and will only make you angrier. Instead, controlling your emotions means redirecting that anger. It might lead you to have a calm conversation with the person and understand their perspective. Or you can write in a journal, exercise, play a game, anything that helps you deal with that anger. When you can redirect strong emotions, you'll remain calm no matter the situation. Controlling your emotions is the key to a peaceful mind and making smart decisions. Lesson 3. Understand the dichotomy of control. Marcus Aurelius reminds us of something essential: we only have control over our minds, not external events. Understanding this dichotomy is crucial. We need to distinguish what we can control from what we cannot. Things like the weather, traffic, or what people think about you are beyond your control. But what you wear when you leave the house, and the people you associate with, those you can control. And you know what else? Love whatever happens to you, whatever it may be. Accept the things we can't change and focus on what we can control. It's like that saying, love yourself in the chaos, you know. Lesson 4. Embrace the virtues. To lead a virtuous life, you need to internalize 4 main virtues: wisdom, justice, temperance, and courage. Wisdom is knowing what is right and using reason to guide your actions. Justice is doing what's right and fair, both for yourself and others. Temperance is exercising self-control and moderation. Courage is taking action despite fear. When you incorporate these virtues into your life, you'll grow as a person and have a clearer mind. Lesson 5. Have a broader perspective. Marcus Aurelius tells us to have a broader perspective when making decisions. Step back and look at the big picture of the world and our existence. Realize how everything is interconnected, how your actions affect the world, and how the world affects you. Having a broader perspective helps you make more informed decisions and avoid personal biases. Lesson 6. Live in the present moment. Stoics emphasized the importance of living in the present. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that the past is gone, and the future is uncertain, so the only real moment is the present. By focusing our attention and efforts on the present moment, we can fully enjoy life and make more conscious decisions. Lesson 7. Cultivate gratitude. Gratitude is a virtue valued by Stoics. Marcus Aurelius teaches us to appreciate the simple things in life and recognize the blessings we have, even in difficult times. Practicing gratitude helps maintain a positive attitude and overcome challenges with more resilience.